What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today, I'm going to hit you up with my thoughts and opinions on KPW's album, Ativia's Beautiful Shelves. KPW is a rapper from Minneapolis, Minnesota, so if you want to find out more about him and check his music, just take a look at the information box I got for you underneath this video. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you might recognize his name because I have reviewed some of his music in the past. He comes through with a very experimental and unique sound, so you're certainly not getting something that's for casual listeners with this project. The production is very gloomy and eerie in spots with unique sample work and lots of switch-ups throughout, so don't expect to go into this one getting some bangers, smooth vibes, and catchy moments. It's really more of an abstract project. And it's the same thing with his rap style. He comes through with this run-on flow where he's using lots of big words and abstraction. So your enjoyment to this project is really going to come out of, first of all, if you like the unique sound, because again, you ain't getting bangers, fun tracks, and catchy moments like a lot of the mainstream shit out there. But it's also going to come from whether you want to sit down and really dissect his lyrics. This is the type of project I feel like you're going to have a dictionary and thesaurus beside you, because he's using all kinds of big words that you might not get. And the concepts and ideas here are pretty intimidating. I mean, when you listen through this project, like me, I have a couple of times, you're still going to come out of it not 100% sure about what he's saying. And this is what I find about abstract rappers. I do like them to a point because with that unique style, you're saying some things that other people aren't, and you are just expressing yourself, it's very poetic. But at the same time, I think a lot of listeners have a limit to how willing they are to sit down and dissect shit. I know you could say that every listener shouldn't be lazy, but it can be a lot to take in, man. It's really intimidating. The vocal effects throughout this project are a bit sporadic as well. I forgot to mention those, so there's just a lot happening here. But in spite of that, there are still some really nice moments. Like, I'm not trying to start this off saying it's bad. I'm just painting a picture that this is a very unique project. So if you like experimental hip-hop, you're definitely going to fuck with this, I think. In spite of the lyrics being kind of hard to understand at times, you are going to get some content on this. You're going to notice a lot of social commentary and black empowerment as well, so I did write some of that down just in order to speak about it. In particular, I like on the song Circuit Board, where Megatron jumps on the beat. This beat has like a beatbox tribal feel to it. And on this one, he's just fighting for freedom. So you are getting a bit of commentary on here about things going on in the world, standing up for people. And it's the same thing on Super Macy, which might be my favorite track on the project. First of all, Rusty Juxx absolutely snaps on this one. I love the little bit of organ that kicks in on his verse. And he's got some bars on here where he's just spitting with disdain for white supremacy and culture vultures. He's just ripping them apart while also building black people up. But it was one of KPW's lines on this that really stuck out to me. He spits, "Macy loves to pose for pics with African children, but doesn't combat what kills them." I think that's a very deep-ass line, man. There's a lot of people out there who think like that. They like to speak good on social media and put up pictures and act like they're really about change and helping people out. But at the end of the day, they ain't doing shit, man. It's all for show. So, as I said, there is certainly some content on here. You're just going to have to pick it apart and dig at it. I think some of the features actually help a lot because their style isn't quite as abstract. So there is a nice little contrast there with some of those bars. And since I did talk about the production a little bit with the organ that comes in on Super Macy, I gotta say that KPW really stepped his beat game up here. On some of his past projects, I thought his sample work was a bit sloppy. I just thought it wasn't very clean sound that he had there. But with this one, he really tightened it up, and I like what he was doing on some of these tracks. In particular, I like those icy keys on Zitions. They work as a perfect backdrop as he's just rapping about Old Man Winter. And then we get this very nice jazzy backdrop on Death or Dividends. This track features Your Old Droog, and again, I think it's the features that really help tie things together. He has a great verse on here, and one line of his in particular really describes this whole project, man. He says, "It's so advanced, you couldn't help but misinterpret it." And that's what you get with this album, man. It really is a project that's so different that I think it's going to be a niche project. And I'm not saying that in any type of way to suggest it's bad or to say KPW should change his style, because he knows himself, man. He knows when you're doing this abstract sound, unique production as well, you're going to have a very small audience, but they're going to be a hardcore audience, I bet. Like, you could build a cult following. And I don't even want to say a small audience, because that kind of sounds like condescending or mean. I don't mean that. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying this particular style is going to hit a particular group. That's what I'm trying to say. Getting a little bit ranty in my reviews these days, but that's how I'm keeping it in 2018, man. I'm giving you that raw shit. I want to be cutting all the time. You know what I'm saying? You're going to know what I'm talking about or you're not. So it is what it is. But In my opinion, either way, however you want to slice it, I think this is his best work, and I'm going to give him a 3 out of 5. I really did think about a 3.5. I was close to that, but even after multiple listens, again, I really wasn't picking up on a lot of the stuff that he was trying to put out there. Maybe I'm just a dumbass, you could say that, but I think everyone has a limit when it comes to how willing they are to sit down, dissect everything, pick it apart, look up big words, and basically take notes and scribble shit in order to understand a hip-hop project. I mean, by all means, if you're into that, you're gonna fucking love this thing, because he really is going deep, and I'm not taking away from his lyricism at all. You're certainly not getting gibberish. It's just very, very complex. So, you know what? For me, I really was liking the features on this thing a lot, but that's, you know, I mean, you got Rusty Jux and your old Droog on here. It's really hard to match up what they're doing because they've been in the game for quite a while and they're legendary. So it is what it is, man. Very dope project. If you want something unique and different, you are definitely going to fuck with this, man. So check it out and let me know in the comment section what you think. Of course, after that, hit me up on all my social media sites. You know where I'm at, so show me love and show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.